didn't conquer anything today. The list is mostly untouched. The conversation you were dreading, you moved it to next week. But the day passed and you were in it, and nobody had to come looking for you. That's not a failure, that's not a loss. That's you still being the person who keeps going. You're tired, but you're still here. That's the whole of what it is. You're tired, but you're still here. And this is what that looks like. Not triumph, not the best version, not the one you planned on being. You're tired, but you're still here. And that is not nothing. Some days the ground is level, some days you're carrying something. Most days it's somewhere between. And you do what the day allows. You've been here through the hard ones, the ones that lasted months. And every morning after, you were here again. You're tired, but you're still here. That's the whole of what it is. You're tired, but you're still here. And this is what that looks like. Not triumph, not the best version, not the one you planned on being. You're tired, but you're still here. And that is not nothing. The tired is real, and so is the here. Both things at once, that's what you are. And that's enough, it's always been enough. You just forget sometimes. When the tired gets loud, you're tired, but you're still here. The night is almost over. You're tired, but you're still here. The morning will come anyway, and you will be there for it, like you've been there for the others. You're tired, but you're still here. Come back tomorrow and be tired again. You're tired, but you're still here. Rest now, you've done enough. You're tired, but you're still here. And here is where you live, not somewhere you work, not somewhere you have to justify it. You're tired, but you're still here. Front door closed behind you, key still in your hand. You sat down on the couch for just a second. That was 40 minutes back. The coat is still on, shoes are too. The bag is by your feet. The TV's off, the room is dark, and somehow that's alright. You get up soon, just not this second. Let the quiet hold you where you are. Still in your coat, not going anywhere. Still in your coat, the night can wait out there. You put in everything you had, and now you're just sitting still in your coat. And that's enough for now. Your phone lights up and dim. nothing that won't wait until you feel like being someone. The radiator clicks and hums, the building settles down. You breathe out slow and close your eyes and let the city fade. Still in your coat, not going anywhere. Still in your coat, the night can wait out there. You put in everything you had, and now you're just sitting still in your coat, and that's enough for now. Nobody has to know how long you sat here. Nobody needs a reason for the stillness after dark. Still in your coat, you'll hang it up in a minute. Still in your coat, the morning's far from here. You gave it everything you had, that's not a small thing. Still in your coat, and still here at the end. $2 and nothing moves. The cursor blinks and waits. The coffee on the desk went cold an hour before I noticed. I meant to finish it, then lost the thought somewhere. It's still there, ring around the rim, beside the stack of papers. I'm not stuck, I'm just not moving. There's a difference. Half a cup of something cold beside a half-done something. The afternoon does what it wants, and I do what I can. Half a cup, that's where I am, not done and not abandoned. Somewhere in the space between is where I've always been. I typed a sentence, read it back, deleted half of it. The window shows the street below, where everyone seems purposeful. I pull my sleeves down past my wrists and scroll without intention. A notification I ignore and go back to the ceiling. Half a cup of something cold beside a half-done something. The afternoon does what it wants, and I do what I can. Half a cup, that's where I am, not done and not abandoned. Somewhere in the space between is where I've always been. I'll finish it tomorrow, I say that every time, but something still gets done, even when I'm barely here. Half a cup of something cold, I warm it up again. Now the afternoon is almost gone, the work is almost over. Half a cup and I'm still here, that counts for something, doesn't it? Somewhere
to 6, check the phone before I'm even awake. Another list I didn't finish from the night before. I told myself last week I'd slow it down a little. Still running at the same pace, maybe even more. I don't remember the last time I woke up not tired. I don't remember what rested actually feels like. But I'm still here, still clocking in, still moving. It's gotta count as something even if the math ain't right. I keep telling myself one more day, one more push and then I'll rest. But the week resets the same way and I start again the next. Running on fumes, but I'm running. Running on fumes, but I'm here. Every tank I had is empty, but somehow I keep moving through the year. Running on fumes, yeah, I know it. Running on fumes, but I'm still taking the next breath, lacing up again. Running on fumes, but standing still. Standing still. I turned down the invite, said I had something to do. I just needed 3 hours where nobody needed me. Sat on the floor and didn't move and felt guilty about it. Then told myself that's rest that counts, I disagree. But the morning came regardless and I dragged myself into it. And something got done, something always does. That's the strange part about tired that I haven't solved yet. You keep going anyway because that's just what it does. Running on fumes, but I'm running. Running on fumes, but I'm here. Every tank I had is empty, but somehow I keep moving through the year. Running on fumes, yeah, I know it. Running on fumes, but I'm still taking the next breath, lacing up again. Running on fumes, but standing still. It's not strength, it's not courage. It's just what you do when you don't have a choice. You lower the volume on everything else and you move on the sound of your own quiet voice. Running on fumes, but I'm running. Running on fumes, but I made it. Every tank I had is empty, but empty and done is not the same thing. Running on fumes, I'll rest when I can. Running on fumes, but I'm still right here in the middle of all of it. Running on fumes, but I'm real. Seven 12, the room is light. You woke before the alarm. Lay there with your eyes half open, listening to the pipes. The ceiling looked the same as always. Nothing asked you anything. You didn't move, and that was fine. The day could wait another minute. The alarm you didn't need went off at 8. Regardless, you watched the numbers change and breathe and let it ring in silence. No one's waiting at the door. No meeting starts without you. The alarm you didn't need just means you made it through the night. Coffee from the night before, still sitting on the counter. You warmed it in the microwave and stood there in your socks. The window showed a gray-blue sky that didn't ask for anything. The alarm you didn't need went off at 8. Regardless, you watch the numbers change and breathe and let it ring in silence. No one's waiting at the door. No meeting starts without you. The alarm you didn't need just means you made it through the night. you forgot about the alarm you didn't need. You set it out of habit. You'll set it again tonight and wake before it happens. No one's keeping score of this. No one's counting mornings. The alarm you didn't need is just a sound that says you're here. Past the same pen I always use. The window is dark, the kitchen is warm. Some podcast I have listened to while the water comes to boil. I said one plate, one fork, one glass. The table is smaller with just one. But I have gotten good at this, the ritual of feeding myself. It is not exactly lonely, it is not exactly fine. It is more like comfortable with something in the middle. Dinner alone again, the neighborhood gets quiet. Dinner alone again, I played it and I sit. I could eat standing at the counter. I always meant to get a bigger table. Dinner alone again, and the food is good tonight. I thought about calling someone, decided against it. Not because I did not want to, because I wanted the quiet more. Some nights the silence is a weight, and some nights it is the thing you needed. Tonight the rice is right, and the episode is easy. Dinner alone again, the neighborhood gets quiet. Dinner alone again, I played it and I said I could eat standing at the counter. I always meant to get a bigger table. Dinner alone again, and the food is good tonight. Alone and lonely are two different rooms. One you choose, one finds you tonight. I chose this one. Dinner alone again, I watch the one plate after. Dinner alone again, tomorrow might be different, but tonight the kitchen smelled like garlic and I cook something from scratch. Dinner alone again, and I took care of myself. Yeah. Clock says 8. I am already in my seat. Did not sleep great, but I am hearing that is a feat. Opened up my email, took a breath, clicked through. Made a list of 14 things I probably will not do, but I started one that is something. Crossed it off by 10, told myself that is progress. Pick the next one up again. This is what it looks like, the version that nobody sees. Not the highlight reel, just me staying on my feet. I am not inspired, I am not thriving. I am just working through the day, and that is something. Still clocking in, even when I am running empty. Still clocking in, got nothing left to prove. Still clocking in, because the thing that keeps me going is not the fire, it is just showing up. And that is what I do. Lunch at my desk, headphones in, tune the world out. The afternoon is slower, but I push through the doubt. 3 o'clock is the hardest, that is when everything drags. But I've been here for 6 hours and I got what it takes. Not passion, not perfection, just a steady, quiet will. I do the next small thing because the next small thing is real. Nobody is watching, nobody is giving me a medal for this, but I know I showed up when it would have been easy to miss. Still clocking in, even when I am running empty. Still clocking in, got nothing left to prove. Still clocking in, because the thing that keeps me going is not the fire, it is just showing up. And that is what I do. You do not have to be on fire. You do not have to be inspired. You just have to be present for the parts that nobody wants. Still clocking in, 5 o'clock is almost here now. Still clocking in, packed up, headed out the door. Still clocking in, means I will be back in the morning. Not because I love it every day, but because I know what I am here for. I stood under the water until the heart ran out. I thought that maybe that would fix whatever this feeling is. I dried my hair and put on the same old shirt as last night, and sat back down in the same spot where I'd been all evening. Still tired, still heavy, but clean, at least that's something. The shower that changed nothing, I took it anyway. The water did what water does, and left me where I was. The shower that changed nothing, still felt like doing something. I'm tired in a way that soap can't reach, but I'm still here. I checked the time, it was past midnight. I should have been in bed, but the bed felt like a place for someone who had peace to rest in. I made some tea and let it cool, and watched a show I've seen. And somewhere in the ordinary, the evening passed somehow. The shower that changed nothing, I took it anyway. The water did what water does, and left me where I was. The shower that changed nothing, still felt like doing something. I'm tired in a way that soap can't reach, but I'm still here. Sometimes care is quiet, sometimes it's just warm water, knowing that you showed up for your
shower that changed nothing. I'll take one again tomorrow. Some things you do because you need something to be doing. A shower that changed nothing. It didn't need to change things. I just needed somewhere warm, somewhere I was alone. You had the bag beside the door. The cab was 10 minutes away. You had thought about this for a month, and tonight felt like the night. But something in the kitchen light, the way it caught the table, the coffee cup you left out, the way the room just held you. You did not move, you put the phone face down. And somewhere in the quiet, something changed the math. That is the part where you stay. Not the easy nights, not when everything is fine. That is the part where you stay when you are tired of the trying, and the trying still feels right. That is the part where you stay, and you do not know if it matters. That is the part where you stay, and somehow it does. You called the cab and said never mind. Went back and sat beside them, not talking, not pretending, just being in the same room. They did not ask what happened, they already knew the answer. You handed them the coffee and they moved a little closer. That is the part where you stay. Not the easy nights, not when everything is fine. That is the part where you stay when you are tired of the trying, and the trying still feels right. That is the part where you stay, and you do not know if it matters. That is the part where you stay, and somehow it does. It is not a grand decision, it is a small one in the kitchen. You stay because the room still knows your name. That is the part where you stay. The cab drove off without you. That is the part where you stay. And something settled in. You did not fix the thing you meant to, but you stayed inside the question. That is the part where you stay, and you find out who you are. I answered the email I had been avoiding for 11 days. I made myself a proper lunch instead of skipping. I did not scroll past 10:30. I turned the light off myself. These are not the things you write a headline for. but I know what they cost. I know where I was when those things were impossible. A small victory is still a victory. A small step forward is still forward from here. I am not where I thought I would be by now, but I am not where I was. A small victory, and I will take it. I called a friend I kept postponing, did not have much to say, but I dialed and they picked up and we talked about nothing. I went outside for 20 minutes, not because I wanted to, but because I knew I should, and the air was cool and good. A small victory is still a victory. A small step forward is still forward from here. I am not where I thought I would be by now, but I am not where I was. A small victory, and I will take it. The days that nobody celebrates are the ones that hold the most, because you did them without a single witness. A small victory, I am writing it down somewhere. A small victory, so I remember it was real. Because next week, when it is hard again, I will need to know I did it. A small victory is something I can build on. I said last week was it, I was done, I was finished. I said I had nothing left, and I meant it when I said it. But Monday rolled around and I was up before the sunrise, because something in me does not know how to stay down. It is not heroic, I am not running toward it. I am just doing the next thing because the next thing is there. I have been tired for so long, it almost feels like baseline. But baseline still means moving, so I move and I am here. Not for the outcome, not for the applause, just because I started, and stopping feels worse than going. One more round, that is all I am thinking about. One more round, do not ask me for the big picture. One more round is how you get through the hard part, when the hard part is every day. One more round and I will rest. One more round. I talked to somebody who told me to take it easy, and I heard them and I know they are right about all of it. But the thing is, when I stop, the thoughts get loud and crowded, and moving keeps the channel just a little bit cleaner. So I do not move because I love it, I move because it helps. It is not a calling, it is just maintenance, that is all. I will take the weekend when I get there, but right now it is Thursday, and Thursday has a list, and I am the one who wrote it. One more round, that is all 'cause you are still around. One more round. I am not promising anything. One more round. After this one there is another. One more round. That is a secret I keep finding. It is not forever, it is just now. One more round, that is how you get here. One more round. I have been counting in the back of my head. It has been 3 days since the last time the weight sat on my chest. All the way through dinner, 3 days sounds small, but I know what 3 days costs. And the 3 before those were not anything like this. I am not ready to say I am better. I am not going to jinx it. I am just counting, because counting helps. 3 days since, I do not want to say it out loud. 3 days since, but I noticed that it is true. I did not fix it, it just moved a little. I did not ask it to. 3 days since, and the 4th might come, or it might not. I ate something that was not the same default thing I default to. I even answered my phone when it was someone I had been avoiding. I'm not sure what changed, or if something changed at all, but 3 days is 3 more than the week before. 3 days since, I do not want to say it out loud. 3 days since, but I noticed that it is true. I did not fix it, it just moved a little. I did not ask it to. 3 days since, and the 4th might come on, or it might not. Recovery does not announce itself, it just shows up in the math. 3 days, then maybe 4, then the counting fades. 3 days since, tonight I slept before midnight. 3 days since, the apartment does not feel as heavy. I am not saying anything yet, I am just writing this down quietly. 3 days since, here is hoping for a 4th. I miss my usual stop on purpose. Set 3 more stations past. The city out the window shifted into somewhere less familiar. I walked a block I did not know, past restaurants I cannot afford, and a bookshop with the lights still on, and let myself be nobody. Nobody calling, nobody needing, just the sound of my shoes on someone else's street. The long way home takes 40 minutes longer. The long way home has nothing waiting at the end, just me in the corner stores and the city doing its thing. The long way home is the part that is only mine. I stopped in front of a window, watched a couple eating, laughing at something between them that I could not hear through the glass. I was not sad about it, just watching the world happen. Then I kept on walking and turned back toward home. The long way home takes 40 minutes longer. The long way home has nothing waiting at the end. Just me and the corner stores and the city doing its thing. The long way home is the part that is only mine. Some days the shortest route is the one that breaks you. Some days you need the distance just to get back to the door. The long way home, I take it more than I mention. The long way home cost me nothing but time. And somewhere in the wandering, the weight gets just a little lighter. The long way home is how I find my way back in. You had the message typed and ready, finger over send. Some excuse about a headache, something that would land. But you put the phone down, pulled your jacket off the hook, and walked out of the door before you could think twice. The train was almost empty. You sat beside the window and told yourself just once you'd stay until the end. You didn't cancel, you showed up anyway. You sat there in the middle of the noise and let it be okay. You didn't cancel, even when your body said to. You stayed the whole 2 hours, and that cost something real. You didn't laugh as much as usual, but that was fine. Nobody seemed to notice, or they noticed and said nothing. You took the train back home an hour before the others, and sat back on the couch and felt a little less alone. You didn't cancel, you showed up anyway. You sat there in the middle of the noise and let it be okay. You didn't cancel, even when your body said to. You stayed the whole 2 hours, and that cost something real. It's not that you want it to be there, it's that you went. That difference might be where the courage actually lives. You didn't cancel, and tomorrow it won't matter. The night will be the same as the nights you stayed at home. But somewhere in your chest, just need to start. I have been waiting on the right mood and the right part, but the right mood does not come until you are in the middle of the thing. So I am in the middle, slightly underprepared but still going. Inbox full, mind scattered, that is the regular Tuesday. I work with what I have, I do not wait for the good day. The good day is a myth I used to believe in. Now I just show up, and that is its own kind of reason. Not perfect, not polished, just present and moving. Keep it moving, even when the ground is not solid. Keep it moving, even when the pace is slow. Keep it moving, because the other option is stopping, and stopping does not save you. It just changes where you are. Keep it moving. I took the task I hated most and did it first thing, because I know myself and I know how the day swings. If I leave it for the afternoon, it never gets done. So I put my head down, blocked the noise, and I ran. It was not pretty, probably could have been smoother, but it is done, and that is worth something. And I know it, the next one is on the list. I will get to that one too. Keep it moving, that is the whole of what I do. Ground is not solid. Keep it moving, even when the pace is slow. Keep it moving, because the other option is stopping, and stopping does not save you. It just changes where you are. Keep it moving. Rest is part of it. I am not saying do not stop, but there is a kind of forward that comes from within the pause. You rest, and then you move again. That is the whole equation. Keep it moving. I said what I needed to say there. Keep it moving. The next step is right in front of you. Keep it moving. Not because it is always easy, but because you are the kind of person who shows up when it matters. Keep it moving. You went through something that you do not say out loud, even to the people who would understand it. But here you are, in the ordinary morning, making coffee like nothing ever cracked. And something did crack, you know it did. But you are still standing on the same floor. The part that did not break is still holding you. The part that did not break is where you live now. You have been bent in ways you did not know you could be. The part that did not break learned how hold the rest. You walk through weeks that look like ordinary weeks. Nobody can see the way you are distributing, but you feel it and you carry it, and you show up for the small things, and you thank yourself in the small, quiet ways. The part that did not break is still holding you. The part that did not break is where you live now. You have been bent in ways you did not know you could be. The part that did not break learned how to hold the rest.
to call it anything. The part that did not break is just you still here. Whatever came before, whatever still is coming, the part that did not break is waking up with you. They asked across the table, you said you were fine. You meant it and you did not. Both things were true. They nodded and moved on to something someone ordered, and you went back to watching the street outside the window. Not fine, like nothing is wrong. Fine, like I am still standing. Fine, like I do not need to make you carry this right now. When they asked how you were, you gave the short version. When they asked how you were, you gave them something true. Not everything, but something. Not nothing, but not all of it. When they asked how you were, you said fine and meant a part of it. You have had the longer version ready for the right moment, which keeps not quite arriving, and that is alright. Some things you carry lighter by not putting them in words yet. Some things need a little more time before they have a shape. When they asked how you were, you gave the short version. When they asked how you were, you gave them something true. Not everything, but something. Not nothing, but not all of it. When they asked how you were, you said fine and meant a part of it. One day you will say the longer thing, and it will come out sideways, and someone will sit with it, and that will be enough. When they asked how you were, you said fine and kept eating. When they asked how you were, you chose the company over the weight. And maybe that was right, and maybe it was easier. When they asked how you were, you stayed at the table. Same mug, same route, same building, same badge to get inside, same elevator stopping at the floor where I get off. Same desk, same light above it, same view out the same window. The city looks like Tuesday, because it always does. I am not complaining, I just noticed that the weeks come back around so fast. Tuesday again, the week is barely started. Tuesday again, and I am already tired.
kind that just keeps going. Tuesday again, but I am here at my desk again. I got through last week somehow. I will get through this one too. That is not ambition, that is just math. The days divide the same way. I mark the little things off and add new ones below them. The list gets done, the list refills, and Tuesday comes again. Tuesday again, the week is barely started. Tuesday again, and I am already tired. Not the kind that sleep can fix, the kind that just keeps going. Tuesday again, but I am here at my desk again. I know that some weeks something different happens, but in between the something, there is a lot of Tuesday. Tuesday again, I made my coffee, sat down. Tuesday again, I sent the first email somewhere in the ordinary. Something gets accomplished. Tuesday again, and I am still the one who came. The song came on that I'd been skipping. I let it play all the way through. The route I used to take with you. I drove it without thinking, and only after parking did I notice I've been fine. Something that would've cost me just passed through like an ordinary thing. I didn't make a note of it, I didn't tell anyone. I just sat there in the car and registered it quietly. Something that didn't hurt today, that used to. Something that didn't hurt today without me trying. I didn't heal it, it just changed the way the seasons change without you asking. Something that didn't hurt today, and I'm allowed to notice. I saw a picture in my photos from a night I used to hate remembering. I looked at it a little longer, and then I put my phone away. Nothing dramatic happened, no revelation, no release. Just something that used to weigh, something that was lighter than I expected. Something that didn't hurt today, that used to. Something that didn't hurt today without me trying. I didn't heal it, it just changed the way the seasons change without you asking. Something that didn't hurt today, and I'm allowed to notice. You don't announce this to anyone, you barely say it to yourself. But something is different, and you know it, and it's real. Something that didn't hurt today, I'm writing this down somewhere. Something that didn't hurt today, so future me can read it on the days that everything does. You can show him this one, something that didn't hurt today. The body keeps its record.
12:30, phone is charging. The room is dark enough. I counted backward from 100. Lost the thread at 62. Repositioned, fixed the pillow. Thought about a thing I said in a meeting 2 years ago that still comes back at midnight. I know that I am tired, I know that I should sleep, but knowing does not make the ceiling disappear. Lights off, eyes open, that is where I always end up. Lights off, eyes open, the quiet is not as quiet as it looks. I am tired, but I am thinking. I am tired, but I am somewhere. Lights off, eyes open, I will get there. 1:45, I checked the clock, then told myself not to. Made a list inside my head of everything that needs to happen, then made another list of things I cannot control, and lay there in the space between the two and let them cancel. Lights off, eyes open, that is where I always end up. Lights off, eyes open, the quiet is not as quiet as it looks. I am tired, but I am thinking. I am tired, but I am somewhere. Lights off, eyes open, I will get there. Off, eyes open, getting heavy. Lights off, eyes closing. Somewhere in the 3 o'clocks, the ceiling starts to soften. The list stops making sentences. Lights off, eyes open, then gone. Nobody's watching, nobody's filming this part. No applause for the ordinary, no highlight for the heart. I do the same things every week, I keep my word to myself. I put the thing away when I'm done, and I put it back on the shelf. This isn't the story anyone's gonna tell, but I'm inside it, and I know it, and I know it well. The quiet kind of going is its own kind of enough. I don't need the world to see it to know that it's real. Not famous, not finished, just present and trying. Carry on quietly, that's what I do. Carry on quietly, no one has to see it through. Carry on quietly, this is its own kind of courage. Carry on quietly, and quietly is enough. I can make it louder, I can make it a thing. I could post the process, I could build a following, but the thing that keeps me honest is the version no one sees. The 6 a.m. the notes app, the consistency. You don't need a witness for the work to count. You don't need an audience for the meaning to be real. I've been doing this for years and I'll keep doing it, because this is what I'm made of, this is how I feel. Carry on quietly, that's what I do. Carry on quietly, no one has to see it through. Carry on quietly, this is its own kind of courage. Carry on quietly, and quietly is enough. The loudest things aren't always the most real. The realest things are often in the room where nobody is watching but yourself. At midnight with the work you chose to do. Carry on quietly, I learned this from the long days. Carry on quietly when the energy ran out. Carry on quietly because the quiet became something. Carry on quietly and something became here. You answer the messages quickly, keep your tone light. Nobody who reads them would know about the nights. You have learned to leave space between what you feel and what you say. Not because you are hiding, just because some things do not translate. It is not that you cannot say it, it is that saying it does not make it lighter, so you carry it and move. The weight you do not mention is still weight. The weight you do not mention is still yours to carry. You have gotten so good at the morning that nobody knows about the 3 a.m. The weight you do not mention is not invisible to you. You sit across from people who would listen if you asked them, but the timing never opens the way it does in movies. So you nod and pass the salt and tell them things are going. And in the car on the way home, you breathe out everything. The weight you do not mention is still weight. The weight you do not mention is still yours to carry. You have gotten so good at the morning that nobody knows about the 3 a.m. The weight you do not mention is not invisible to you. Someday maybe you will set it down with someone patient. Until then you carry it, and the carrying says something real. The way you do not mention, you have not forgotten, it is there. The way you do not mention, you know what you are holding, and even though nobody sees it, you see it every morning. The way you do not mention is part of why you are still here. just close the laptop, let it be. The week had things inside it that you did not share with anyone, but you moved through every single one with what you had that day. And now the bag is on the floor and the shoes are finally off. You made it, you always make it, but tonight it feels worth saying. You made it to Friday, that is not a small thing. You made it to Friday, after everything this week. You packed your bag and showed up and answered what they needed. You made it to Friday, now let the weekend hold you for a while. You do not need plans, you do not need to be social. You do not need to justify what rest means to you. Sleeping past your alarm, let the Saturday happen slowly. You earned the part where nobody needs you for a day. You made it to Friday, that is not a small thing. You made it to Friday, after everything this week. You packed your bag and showed up and answered what they needed. You made it to Friday, now let the weekend hold you for a while. The week is going to reset, but not tonight. Tonight is just the end of something hard. You made it to Friday, now put the phone down. You made it to Friday, the email can wait. You gave the week what it asked for and more than it deserved. You made it to Friday, so stay here a little Before the first email, before the first call, before the door opens and the morning becomes real, there's a second that belongs to nobody. You stand in it and let it be yours. Not ready, not quite, not knowing what's coming, just here for one more second. The breath before you start is the most honest part. The breath before you start is where you actually are. Not performing, not already in it, not looking back at what you've done. The breath before you start is you deciding. You've been here before, you've started things before, and some of them went sideways, and some of them were fine. But every time you got there, you took this breath first. And every time you took it, you went through the door. The breath before you start is the most honest part. The breath before you start is where you actually are. Not performing, not already in it, not looking back at what you've
before you start is you deciding maybe this is courage, maybe it's just habit, maybe the difference doesn't matter from inside it. The breath before you start, you've taken it 1,000 times. The breath before you start, take it one more time today. Whatever comes after the breath, you've gotten through before. The breath before you start, and then you start. Light comes in before the alarm. The ceiling has that early color. The same room, the same morning, the same woman in it. I've been here before in ways that felt like they'd be the last time. And here I am again, in the light that doesn't ask. I don't call it anything, I just let it be what it is, which is another morning. Still here in the morning, the same window, different sky. Still here in the morning, that's the whole of what I have. Not where I thought I'd be, not who I thought I'd be by now. Still here in the morning, and the morning doesn't mind. I put the kettle on, I do that every day. It's not a metaphor, it's just that I want tea. But there's something in the doing of the ordinary daily thing that says I'm still inside it, that says I haven't left. Still here in the morning, same window, different sky. Still here in the morning, that's the whole of what I have. Not where I thought I'd be, not who I thought I'd be by now. Still here in the morning, and the morning doesn't mind. Some days that's the victory, some days that's the miracle. Just waking up and being the person who makes tea. Still here in the morning, the kettle starts to whistle. Still here in the morning, another